Lap belts. My lap belt's good. Yours?
Yes. Yep.
Lanyard. Your lanyard's onto your LPSV. Yes.
Yep.
QRV is locked. Chin strap and mask. My chin strap's good. Your mask is up. Your visor is down. And mine is going to be good to go shortly. Emergency.
Yes.
We'll abort the takeoff.
Okay.
You have to take off with the gear and flaps still down. We get a fire, overheat, or loss of thrust. I'll land back down if I got 4,000 remaining, but highly unlikely. So once we're airborne, we're airborne. We're going to stay airborne.
Okay.
If we get a confirmed fire or loss of thrust shortly after takeoff, and I can't maintain level to climb, I'll continue straight ahead, and we'll carry an ejection. So at that point, we're going to be low to the ground, and it'll be prepared for ejection, and I'll say eject, eject, eject.
Okay, and just grab the handles and
grab the handles, wait for me to say eject, 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 and then you pull on the first, I'll pull on the third.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
Does that make sense? Once you're out of the aircraft, look up, wait for a good parachute. Once you got a good parachute, reach down with your right hand to your right buttock and deploy the CPAC.
Okay.
Any questions?
Nope.
Stay into 2900 for 2000 and 3007 for local.
So we
got 2900, 2000 and 3006 local. 10.
ready to go?
Yes, sir.
9 lights.
So let's clear to drop.
Yeah, you're clear to drop, Chico, and you can hold 4,000.
You can see what towers look like from up here. See that little blinking thing there?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
You can barely see it, eh?
Yeah.
So.
Thank goodness for the lights.
Yeah, exactly. And interestingly enough, they're actually easier to see at night because of the lights.
For sure.
In the day, they don't really help as much. And you can see how that tower actually just blends into the rest of the scenery.
Yes. So when I speak to you, am I just talking to you, or can everyone hear?
No, you're just talking to me.
Oh, good. Okay. Yeah, I didn't want to cloud up there.
No.
Okay.
No, you only actually transmit if you actually press the button.
Okay.
Tightening it up a bit. You feel a little G here?
Yeah.
Rolling up.
That's nothing. That's only like a half a G, actually.
We'll get that in the car.
Exactly.
At 5, here's your station up line there. 5.
And what's the maximum you do?
We can do up to 7 in this airplane.
Okay.
During a show, I might get to 6 on a rejoin.
Okay.
That's after we do a split and we get back together.
Yes. Going down the right side of 1.
So I know I'm on the same altitude as him if I put him on the horizon.
Oh, okay.
So you see how he's a little bit below the horizon? I'm about a little bit higher than he is.
Okay.
There he is.
So
now we're at the same altitude.
Like 350 feet?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
If he's below the horizon, I'm higher, and if he's above the horizon like this, I'm lower than him.
Okay.
Kind of neat, eh?
Yeah, for sure. And how close do you have to be to feel
him?
Yeah.
Well, I'll show you. If I get into his jet wash right now, I'll just go through it a little bit. See how it kind of buffets the airplane a bit?
Yes.
So, right there. That's in his jet wash right there. So you can see it lasts a long time. So I just kind of stay above it, and I'm good.
Roll it.
So you guys do the tight formation.
We don't
staggered a little bit?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't really feel it.
Yeah.
You feel it if you get too high. Like for the guy that's right behind me, if he gets a little bit too thin, is what we call it, is when he gets a little bit too high on his reference.
Yes.
He can actually feel my jet wash on his tail, and it'll buffet the airplane like this.
Rolling out. And running every echelon review line.
So you feel it buffet, right?
Yeah.
I'd be a little inside here, but we'll see.
Oh, yeah, it's like feet on the road.
Exactly.
Tight.
I think that'll work good, boss.
Relaxing all the way up.
1-9.
Go. I've moved Thomas around to the spot that we talked about. Do you see his mirror? He's going to start flashing you a bit. Okay, we'll look for it when I'm doing the show. We're extending out stage left fly side, and Chico, you can take the line.
Copy. Switch it back to 12.
Okay.
It's amazing. I always thought that it went where the nose went, when he's kind of off this way, but still drifting.
Yep. Yeah, you just basically, so when I'm level, if I pull back on the stick, I go up, right?
Yes.
When I want to go in a turn, I just roll like this, and then I pull myself around the turn.
Okay.
So it's the same principle, it's just you're on a different angle so you can pull yourself around. But I can also yaw the airplane like this with the rudders. I can also go like that.
Yeah.
So.
That's fantastic.
But generally, you really only, in a jet, you really only use the rudders when you're lining yourself up for landing.
Okay.
Because your nose may be not necessarily lined up with the runway. You may be tracking the runway, but there might be a crosswind, so your airplane's actually coming in like this.
Yeah, I've seen that.
But you don't want to land like that, so you're going to use the rudder, you're going to use a little bit of your left leg, you're going to push the rudder, cock your nose straight, and then land.
Okay, so you do the rudders with your feet.
Exactly.
Okay.
And right now, I'm not even using it. I just put out the speed brakes there, that's all.
Okay.
And that noise, you might hear that a few times.
Yes.
All that is just it's just a system to let you know that, hey, we're below 7,000 feet. We're below a certain power setting and your gear's not down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But obviously up here with the gear up.
A lot.
Well, it depends, you know. If you're above 7,000 feet, it doesn't matter, you'll never hear it. It's just the airplane thinks that because you're below 7,000 and your power setting's really, really low,
Yes.
you want to have your gear down. So it's just a reminder. But we don't need to, obviously, because we're not in a position to land, so.
Do you like any other type of racing things, or speed, or fast cars,
Oh,
or
yeah.
motorcycles?
I love fast cars.
Yeah.
Not really into motorcycles, but I love cars. So we're going to get a lot tighter than this.
Okay.
This is what we call a wider than route spacing. And it's just a formation that we go to. We go on stage. Let's say we do our thing in front of the crowd. We smoke off. We go really far live side of the crowd or dead side of the crowd.
Yes.
And we move to this formation. It's just a chance for us to kind of take a breather and relax and get ready for the next sequence, basically.
And you can just do this all day, just cruise along like this?
Yep.
And the main, you just have to stay in relation to number one.
That's all I'm looking at. Yep.
Okay.
So right now, all I'm doing is I'm lining up the leading edge of his right wing with the nose.
Yes.
For you, it might look a little off just because you're cross cockpit, but for me, it's lined up perfectly right now. And I'm looking at the rear of the closest tank underneath the airplane.
Yes.
And lining that up where the red and the white meets of the fire
tank.
Okay. Wow.
And so those 3 references I'm using right now to line myself up for this particular spacing here. And that's all I'm doing. I see little movements in each one of those, and I'm just making small corrections.
Okay. And if you've got more than 2 of you, like, or a bunch of you in line, are the people going in relation to your wing or number 1's wing?
They're going to go in relation to the lead aircraft. So they're going to try to look through me.
Complete recce, live side.
Because he's the most stable platform.
500.
You can see how I'm moving around just a little bit.
Yes.
Stage right at 6
Well, you can see that that's going to get
right. I got you visual.
increase exponentially the further and further out you are, right?
Right.
Let's go. I'm smoke right tank. And we're just coming, we're about your 10 o'clock now with the smoke on. We're at 3.5. Lower. Visual. Getting the smoke off now. Clear to rejoin Big Diamond Wire, the Rico. We're going to be at 240. Jetty smoke.
So,
And we're in the right hand turn.
the guy's right beside me. You'll see that eventually. There's going to be a guy flying right beside me. He's going to look through me and try to pick up a reference off of the lead aircraft, but he's also going to honor some of my movements.
Okay.
But he's only going to honor some of my movements if I call what we call a shadow. And it would be just come over the radio and I would say 2 shadow. What that means is I'm outside of my what we call error box. So right now I can float around in a box that's about, well, for the inners, myself and number 3, we can float around in a box that's about 1 foot squared or 1 foot cubed.
Okay.
Everybody else is about 2 feet. The further you get out, it's a lot bigger. So I can move around all I want within that little box, but if I get outside of it, I call a shadow. And that just means, tells the guy beside me that, hey, I am outside of my error box, you need to honor me right now.
Just give me some space.
Exactly. Once I get back in my error box, I call 2 in, he doesn't have to worry about me anymore. He can go back to just focusing off of 1.
Okay.
So throughout the show, you may hear guys calling that.
So is the board.
And now you kind of have an idea of what that means.
Why there it go.
And that could just be like a little turbulence or something, and you just need some space.
Yeah, you know, if it's little turbulence, it's not that big of a deal, because if I hit some turbulence, the guy beside me is hitting the same pocket of air, probably, right?
Yeah. We see that like at Daytona or Talladega.
Yeah.
They're all kind of dancing around, but they're going the same way.
Exactly.
All right. 19. Go. Solo's push 123, 325, Victor.
How do you feel? Good still?
Fantastic. Thank you.
Awesome.
9. Turn it right. Good to go, boss. All right, thanks.
All right, man, we're setting up. This is about 2 to 3G.
Okay.
It's not an easy formation to fly.
No.
Relaxing. Rolling out. Smoke off. Now, big diamond go. Continuing left. Concord, go.
And that's the opener, my friend.
That's fantastic. Wow.
Dude, you're doing awesome.
Well, that's good. Keep my feet off the pedals and stick.
Burning for the big
Trying to get the judge. Wow, what a thrill.
You can put your feet lightly on the pedals if you like.
Okay, oh no, I'm good. I'm comfortable under them, yeah.
539, smoke down.
Just smoke, just a little oil?
What's that?
The smoke, just a little oil?
Diesel fuel.
Yeah.
Tightening.
Get up there. Us interpilots have to be as smooth as possible, as you can see, because we got guys flying basically through us and off of us. And it'd be hard to see the boss if we're flopping around all over the place.
Yeah.
But these shows are the hardest, because the boss is constantly adjusting his bank so that he lines up perfectly with the show center.
Yes.
And as you can see, he's constantly moving, and it's very hard to follow it.
Yeah.
But there's nothing to do. Believe it or not, it's actually easier to do loops and rolls than this. Because with a loop, he just lines up with show center and pulls straight.
Right.
This one, he's doing a turn, he's got to line it up perfectly. Or else it won't look right in the pictures.
Right.
Smoke off now. Getting up left.
How long have you been doing this?
It's my third year.
Oh, okay. I guess that's obviously an honor to be on this team.
Absolutely. I feel very fortunate.
Eagle go.
So this past year is Eagle, but we're actually paying a tribute to the old Lancaster in Wellington and Halifax.
We're running in for Eagle bottom side.
Because from the ground it looks like it. And this is our 70th anniversary of the squadron, so.
Turning left. Tightening.
Here we are.
Relaxing, rolling up. We gotta go.
Just see how we go smoke off, and it's wider than route, kind of gives us a chance to kind of take a breather.
Yeah, you need a break. You can't be on edge like that the whole time.
I know. The boss would love to keep us there, but. So we're lining up for our other tribute pass. It's called the Battle of Britain. So basically you drop into trails, so we follow each other by 300 to 500 feet. And we just maneuver, and from the ground it kind of looks like a dogfight.
Oh, neat.
So it'll get a little bit aggressive, just so you're aware. Back clear. Camera up there.
Alright.
Just know that your arms will at times get a little heavy.
Rely on the dash.
Yeah, there you go. So you can see how from the ground this would look pretty cool.
Oh yeah. How cool is this?
little tight here. So when you go smoke off,
Yeah.
I'm going to wait, see the trail, smoke off now and match it.
Nice.
Smoke down. Oh yeah. Snowbirds, approach.
grandfather worked at the same factory for the Ford Motor Company in Windsor, Ontario.
Oh, okay.
And that's where they actually make the 5-liter engine for the Mustang right now. Yeah, we had our parents come out, or our dads come out, and they actually signed the engine plenum. Because they both worked at that factory, so that was a pretty cool day for them. It was a car that they would have always wanted to have, you know, working at Ford, but they never had a chance. But then now they're, you know, their son and daughter is.
Oh, good for you guys.
Yeah, we were pretty excited about it. So yeah, I love cars. I probably don't know as many of them as I should, but I'm a big fan of American muscle cars.
I will pass the left-hand pitch.
The European supercars are nice, but I don't think they have the character like the American muscle does, you know?
Swaps and go ahead for caps.
I put my life into every one of these guys' hands every day.
Yeah.
But I know I'm going to come down safely every day because of that.
Yeah.